Good day everyone. Well, set time again, time to test me luck. Trying for sparkling archer itself, say Shounagon. This of course is one of my ults. Specifically a quick focus ult. So hopefully we can have some good luck here. Get a couple of your star over. And hopefully the 5-star craft essence, as it's actually a really good quick craft essence. It's less impactful, it's less painful to miss out on it due to us having the Christmassy, but still a pretty nice one. Full attack stat, 15% crit up, I think MP damage and MP gain as well. No starting charge though, but depending on what you need for a particular fight, that can be more useful in the long run. Can't believe I hadn't gotten a copy of that craft essence before. Here's a gold. What's it going to be? Oh, a caster. Shiva. Shame this isn't the art again. Or she buster. Yeah, it's Ira, a DPS, single target DPS caster. That's not the most, or that's not the least useful of things. Oh yeah, this one. Pretty sure they removed this in JP. Something else. It's like a Serenity kind of day. That's unexpected. Splatstone. I forget what the other one does, but I'm pretty sure the other one's better. The Bear Summit. Ah, that's worthless. Berserker. You'd be cute, man. Why, it's just silly. do so. Really? First copy of that one as well? It's actually surprising, because I haven't been paying most amount of attention to what rock distances I've been getting. Besides the obvious ones. Well, it's an archer, but fortunately, not quite the right rarity. LG Temple. Finally starting to get copies of that. It's useful starting out. Do so again. It's actually good because it's a quick account for one, but I probably also need extra copies of that to get her MP up. Find I even am able to raise it anytime soon. Is that the fourth copy ever? Guess she's taken care of. MP wise. That's good because I'm pretty sure mine's only in B3 at the moment. She's going to be one of our main units on this account, so it's kind of good to get more copies of her. Oh, that's a good one. It's another one I'm surprised I didn't already have. It seems to pop up fairly often. Looks like another Shiva. Just about out of tickets. Starting summoning a bit. Speeding up here shortly. Hopefully we can snag a copy of it though. But another copy of Ushi. Yes please. But it'd be very handy to have a nice AoE archer. There's that one again. Oh, that's the first copy of that on this RB. I'm actually quite surprised. Because that pops up all the bloody time. It's just a perfect amount of decades to get the finest on it. We take those. Or Marie. Nice. She's quick. She's a very good one to grab too. 35 tickets, 3 4-star servants. It's a bit silly. It's a bit silly game. Should be really helpful for this account. Alright, let's get to the long rolls now. If you haven't noticed, since it's Valentine's event, you can only summon the ladies. It's actually pretty helpful if there's a particular 3-star female unit you still need copies of, since none of the blocks will be in there, diluting the pool. And then likewise, if there's particular male units you want, well, that'll be next month during the White Day event, or the Boys Collection event. That's what they've taken to calling it. Global. Another copy of that. How silly. That's arts. I'm not having any luck on the 5-star event C, but then I don't think we've gotten many 5-star Cs, mostly these 4-star ones. Although amusingly enough, I don't think any of them. Oh, there we go. There's the 5-star one. I don't think any of the 4-star Cs we've gotten with the event one. Never mind, there we go. Lakshmi Bai. Absolutely beautiful artwork. So that's nice. What's that one even do? Crit strength, buff success rate. So yeah, it's sort of, it's hates full HP, that's a bit of a bugaboo, but yeah. MP strength, quick up, and MP gain, full attack stat. It's really nice. Just keep those coming, preferably with that adorable little Garu archer that you've got. On a guy. Okay, we should definitely have MP5 Ushi at this point. always like getting Osaka, but then on this account, I'm not supposed to use it, so it's a bit painful. It is amusing how Jinkei and Serenity are the ones we keep getting, even though it should be a 1 in 3 for the assassins. Or can it be? Are you gonna troll me with a 4-star? There we go. We like to see those. Definitely like to see those. We'll keep her rolling there. Honestly, there's not really anything else for this account to roll for this year. So, well, I could theoretically roll for Skaha. I suppose. Well, no. I already have her on my main, so there's no real need to bother with her here. Especially because if one was really being objective about it, Ku kinda does her role already. Just as a cheaper unit. If you grail him, then he'll beat her damage wise too. Well, she'll probably win if she gets a niche, but I'm not entirely certain even then.
すでに筆を置いた我が身ではありますが、この溢れる知識が役立つこともありましょう。間違ってても責任持ちませんが。挨拶ってこんなもんでいいかな。これからよろしくね、ちゃんます。
I feel like I was. But if you get of course if you get like a NP2, NP3 or so, then yeah, she's sure win damage wise. Most likely. Lots of Budokas recently. Throat seems to be dying. Picked a good time to do that. Well, pop a stream on. It's typical. Getting plenty of copies of that. Well, for farming the event. There really is pretty artwork. Yeah, there's the 4th copy of Ushi. Shame these excess copies don't count for those bloody coins. We should have 5 copies of that one by now. So that's good. Well, just for posterity's sake, it's not the most useful CEs, but we'll keep it for the artwork. It's not a rolling stream on this channel without necromancy. Every bloody time. It's like clockwork. but so yeah, most likely not going to roll anymore on this account this year. The next New Year's is the big Ushi event, so it'd be nice to just save up a whole heap of load of Saint Courts and tickets and go to town on that one, try to get Avenger Ushi. That'd be nice. We pretty need to get another copy of Marie, honestly. Just help her damage a bit. She's predominantly support, but she does have an upgraded MP, so her damage isn't terrible. Interestingly enough, she's quite survivable. She has a sort of... her second skill is a lot similar to Kukulane's protection from arrows, except instead of giving you 3 hits of evade that will last until they're taken up, hers is 3 hits of invuln instead. Wow, this CE really loves us, it seems. I would really not mind a Lakshmi Lai spook, honestly. I quite like her, but it's difficult. Well, the banners that she gets put on are always pretty meh, so it's difficult to justify rolling for. Well, that and she hasn't been out all that long in Global, so there hasn't been but like 1 or 2 banners that have her rated up at least. She is spookable, of course, permanent. Back-to-back assassins. Give Jinkai some love. Funimation update. Something. She seems to be the forgotten 3-star assassin. I mentioned those tokens. Alright, well, if there's a second copy of Marie. So I mentioned those servant tokens that you get for excess summons, and 3-star and below don't back count. 4-star and 5-star servants will retroactively count, so even when that particular anniversary rolls around in about 2 years, your 4 and 5-star servants will get the full amount of those tokens based on how many copies you rolled of them and whatever their bond level is. Your 3-star and below servants, though, they'll get the bond ones, of course, but The summoned copies, not so much. So you'll have to start fresh on those, fortunately. And it's a real pain. We have to be approaching like 10 or 11 copies of that one. At this point, probably. Not sure. Honestly, that might be overly conservative. It's popped up quite a lot. I still find it interesting that I've still yet to be spurred by an interesting gold assassin on any of my accounts. See you in a couple months. We'll have the 20 million download campaign where we get a SSR ticket or a waiver ticket, since that's mostly what people grab if they don't already have it. Honestly though, more people might, percentage wise, have him in global than JP did at the time, because hindsight and all that, global had the benefit of knowing, oh, this is a really useful servant, we should probably spring for him. Oh, there's this. Well, if we can get more copies of the event CE, it will actually be. Well, yeah, it'll be better overall. This gives a higher quick up, of course, and is also full attack. But the other adds the bonus MP damage, which will be multiplicative with the guard bonus, as well as MP gain. So we really are hoping for some more copies of the event CE. Well, I'll be honestly probably the worst one of those to spook us, because quite frankly, even after a fairly recent buff that she got in JP, Asuka is just better than her. They're both single target, arts, assassins. They actually have fairly similar kits, and Asuka just beats her. And she's a 3-star, so she's less team cost. It's sort of a similar situation with Huma and Danzo, where they sort of do the same similar things, but he costs less and she brings nothing extra to the table. That justifies the higher team cost. It is amusing though to finally get spooked by a gold assassin. Right. We take those. We take those MP2s. Oh, that's a nice one as well. Very useful. You can, and another. Oh, this is our role. So volume is really good because it provides 3 ticks of invuln, 3 hits of invuln on the unit it's equipped to. So you can pop it on a unit that, say, has taunt or the like, and they can stick around quite a while, give you an extra turn or 2 survivability. If you were wanting to be real cheeky. Now this isn't the best way to use it, of course, because typically you want to give Ku, well, something like this, honestly. But if you wanted to be a bit cheeky, you could slap it on Ku, because the invuln will actually stack with his hits of evade, since it's different types of defense. It would not, however, stack with Marie's, so you couldn't activate her second skill until all 3 hits of this were eaten up. There's also a counterpart to this that gives 3 hits of evade as opposed to 3 hits of invuln, so it's nice to have both of them just to match up with whichever unit you want them to slap it on. Okay, how many copies of those? Well, first of all, let's do our Noble Phantasms. Yeah, I thought she was at MP3, but I was mistaken. Okay. I should probably do that. I'd like to see that. And I don't think. Oh, Marie. Guillotine Breaker. Marie has an upgraded MP, so getting her MP2 is actually really lovely. Okay, Croft Essence, Events. Okay, we have 3, so let's see, that's 5, 11. So I guess I was roughly right when I mentioned how many we had. There's 2 more copies of that, if at all possible. He is open. He is open. That's sure hit, I believe. So that's pretty handy. It's number 12 of that one. Shinkei's unfortunately been being a lower rarity, single target, quick assassin that's just beaten out by both of the similar ones at lower rarities. Really is unfortunate for her. Now we're getting a bunch of servants when actually kind of rather get the craft essences that solve the same view. Cheeky. Of course it's Arsico. Right about, yeah, sure hits. It's also quicker, usably enough. Wow. Come on, 2 more copies. That's actually a good C because it's human. It's a large chunk of bonus humanoid damage. So it applies to a great deal of the enemies of the game. Alright, that one. That's another one that I'm already used to having several copies of. It's got bloody common, it seems to be. So we here. I mean, okay. Certainly not going to argue with that. Please bring along your craft essence. Be much appreciated. It just occurred to me, I don't think we've seen a single battle with Canlin this entire rolling session. Oh. Although, to be fair, most of the 3-star craft essences has been the event one, which is the Roy Radar. It's supposed to work, you would think, but theory and practice doesn't always work out that way. Gonna be quite sad if we end up not getting the last 2 copies of this C. It's probably gonna end, for maximum trollage, it'll probably end up we'll get a 4th copy, but not the 5th. And I'll have to scramble, and that one's, I think, if that's the one I'm thinking of, it's a really good one as well. It's an anti, I think, Berserker. It just destroys Berserkers. Pretty lovely. I think that's the one. Yeah, I think it also. I guess we'll look at it in a moment. No sense speculating. Wonder when that was added. Has to be recently. Should be 4 copies of that. At this point though, it's less useful because we have multiple starting NPCs. Yeah, ignore defense. Then 35% bonus damage against Berserkers. Particular boss fights where that can just make you melt them more than usual, including a particular one that's coming up here in a couple of years that gave a lot of people fits in JP. Come on, craft essence, be nice to us. I'm gonna need necromancy because every time I see that bloody thing I die inside just a bit. Just a bit. Oh, it's been a while since we got a copy of Medusa. I think we were getting quite a bit out of it at the start. Then there were spare to Boudicca's and lately quite a bit of Ushi. continue to be surprised by the craft essences that I've not gotten a copy of yet. Some of the absolute most common ones. Pretty mediocre roll, fortunately. Come on. 2 copies, 2 copies. Oh, come on now. That's an interesting one, because... Oh, that's Camlan. Yes, Shounagon. What's this one going to be? Oh. So, Dion's an interesting one because it's sort of similar to Chione versus Asako, and then Tanzo versus Fuma, things like that, in that St. George sort of does the same things Dion does, just basically a taunt wall that kind of sticks a while. But George is a bronze unit, super cheap, super easy to raise. And Dion doesn't really bring anything to the table to justify the higher cost. Although there may be some niche situations the Dion's better just outright, but I don't know. It's actually one I'm surprised I haven't been spooked by before. I mean, that's one of the starting summons, potentially. Another copy of Marie's pretty funny. All these servants are lovely, but it's the craft essences we need at the moment. Oh, come on. You're just being silly now. Actually silly. Actually, that's taking spooks out of the equation. That's 4 copies of Marie in a row for 4-star servants. It's funny considering it to be a coin flip with the rate up. It's a coin flip which of the rate up ones you get when the rate up hits. Do you see that coin's weighted a wee bit? Then the first 2 are Shiva. Unusual rolling session. Bloody MP4 Marie. Another copy of Camlan. It's good. Guess yeah, kill him is the only 3-star berserker. There's a lady. Huh. As you can tell by us getting the same units over and over, there really don't seem to be. There really aren't that many 1 to 3-star ladies. Well, of course, we're only getting 3-star ones here, because that's the lowest rarity these Saint Cool summons bring. But still, no copy of that one. Of course, you really only care about the sure hit effect, which is irrelevant of MLB state. Really no. I guess we just have MP5 Marie. That is a thing we have now. Gonna have to grail it now, aren't I? It's an obligation. Third copy of Cameron. It is okay for a copy. It's better this way, so it's not really a complaint, but more an amusing observation of how consistently, for some reason, I'll get the 7 I'm after, and then be stuck back with I needed the craft essence. It's definitely a thing that keeps happening, even though craft essences have the higher rates. Just about tapped out here. So that was obviously going to turn gold because what? Huh? You're not rated up? How did? Let's see, what else could you have been? You could have been Suzuka, which would have been hilarious. Considering. Could have been. What is happening? Whoa! Okay. Does this account have Pavati? I really like Valkyrie. I'm quite chuffed about that. Ganzo. It is funny that a lot of the spook CEs we're getting are quick focused. I'm honestly surprised how many gold servants we're getting here. I didn't realise. I didn't think I had all that many summons saved up. Guess I wasn't paying that much attention. Also, there's a 5-star CE finally, but it was a spook instead of what we needed. There have to be more 4-star lady sabers.
個体名オルトリンデです。あなたは人間ですか？いえ、少し驚いてしまって。まさか
So Valkyrie is actually a really nice unit.
安心してください。
Their only
契約は正式に結ばれています。
issue is just how absurd Bravati is, and she's also a permanent AoE quick lancer,
私たちを使ってください。
and she just loops for days, so they get overshadowed a bit because of that, unfortunately, but I quite like them, so definitely don't hate that. Okay, this is our last 11 row, and then we have some single moves. Fingers crossed, but the odds are not spectacular. Although the odds are getting the same exact spook 2 times in a row like that, probably a lot more out there. Or that one. It's not a rolling session without getting that one. Before the we gotta be pushing like 17 of those at this point. See one of those we got. This one's taunting us. It's like, yeah, here's all these crawl businesses, none of which are the ones you needed. Cheeky blighter. Yeah, I can't do that again. There we go. What did I tell you? Every bloody time. Okay, that's 4 out of 5 copies. I'll just have to hope I can somehow squeeze out enough Saint Courts from somewhere / tickets to get lucky and grab another. The absolute cheekiness. Also, so that's 15, 20, 22. Interesting. Yeah, we got more of the 4-star one than we do the 3. What are the odds indeed? clean this out just a bit. Really. Seriously, you're not rated R. And there are other lady sabers that it could have been. Suzuka, Lakshmi Bai. Would have really liked Lakshmi Bai. This sure is nice though. Okay. This, I don't know what to say about that. Is that? Alright, forgot about you. Honestly, not sure what I want to do with her. The annoyance about her is a lot of her stuff is locked behind embodiment of remnant nonsense. I think Salem. I think she's in Salem. So you have to get all the way up there. To be able to get all her mats and any interludes and strengthens she might have. I don't actually think she has any buffs though. She lost Jinkei. Yeah, what do I have down here? What did that do? Alright, when I rolled for this light over here. That's how that happened. Right. DSC. How are you at MP1? Also, as you can tell, I don't have Pavati on this account. I guess there's a different account where Pavati was one of the starter roles, and then I immediately got spooked by a Valkyrie. How silly is that? How silly is that? Oh, he's the one that's MP3, not Ushi. I suppose you could have counted. I could have counted these as one of these as a spook for a gold assassin, but they both popped up in the starter role on this account. So what are you gonna do? Five copies. Nonsense. But alright, that's been our rolling session for this stream. How strange, how strange. Definitely a weird one. But next roll in. Honestly, might not be till anniversary. Castoria, or my main and my arts alt. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the meantime. We'll see how it goes though. So you can see I'm part of the way through Okeanos on this account, so once I get through back to Camelot, I can actually start picking up the story playthrough again. But not super in a rush to do that. Also, if you have an account, make sure to log in for the Chinese Lunar New Year. Get 10 free Saint Quartz. It's annoying that you can't switch through those. You just have to let it cycle. But yeah, that'll be all for now, so I hope you enjoy. See you next time.